Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. Clouds are coming and going, so there might be a little light shift here and there, but that's why. Well, I wanted to talk about physical and non-physical reality and why both must exist. Let's say you're an immortal being in a timeless reality, no such thing as time, and you perceive something, you want something to happen, you're thinking of something, and boom, instantaneous manifestation, more or less. And this goes on and on and on and on forever and ever and ever. Other ideas come up. Well, how about if we were to make a construct? And keep in mind, everything is infinite. It is one thing, God, Yahweh, higher power, whatever you want to call it, perceiving itself from different points of view. And these other points of view interacting said, on a non-physical plane, why don't we make something that wouldn't be instantaneous and that we could have avatars and remember that we're immortal and go play a game with each other. Physical reality. And through various ways of manifestation and crystallization on an electromagnetic level, crystallize into physical form. And there are entities and there are beings in the universe that do remember from the time they're born that they are spirit, and they remember their oversoul expression and remember what they need to remember at the time that they need to remember it. And then great entities of light and love were, what if, since there's so much conflict in the universe, what if we made a place that had all these negative ideas for these negative entities and all these positive ideas for these positive entities, and we put them all in one place called Earth, and they have such high vibrational resonance state, such a high spectrum, that they can experience great love and they can experience great darkness. And with the idea of coming back to a place of remembering that they are immortal and being able to reach out with their heart and their mind and their soul to other entities. Hence some of the channels coming through, Bashar, Adronis, the founders, the entity known as D from the founders, Unicorn Collective, on and on and on and on and on and on. Ninth Dimensional Pleiadian Collective, 12th Dimensional Pleiadian Collective, lots of collectives out there. The Hathor, so on and on and on. And it was a great game that entities of great light and love are playing, aka you, and you are starting to remember more and more and more what you are. You're starting to realize that you're just not a physical being. You're starting to realize that there's more of you and that you have organized yourself in a very specific manner. Fourth density template reality, fifth density higher self, and sixth density is your soul and spirit expression, and seventh density entity is the oversoul experiencing all expressions that it's having, hundreds if not hundreds of millions of different expressions through different dimensionality, Earth and all kinds of other dimensions that would be imperceivable to us. So why physical reality? Well, it is another expression, another extension of source energy. It's another way of source has to express itself. So there's other quasi-physical, where we are now as a fourth density being, you truly are a fourth density being, but you are still having a third density experience most of the time. As you start to see more synchronicity in your life, then you're more of a fourth density being experience. So how do you get more and more and more of that? By following your excitement, by following your heart, by cleansing, energetically and physically, detoxification, eating a little lighter, but, that is secondary to following your excitement. If you follow your excitement, everything is organized when it needs to be there, whether it be money or a person or a ride to this or a new car or whatever it is that is your soul's expression. Somebody drops off a thing of paints, hey, we weren't going to be using these, and you had mentioned that you wanted to paint, or Have you ever wanted to paint, or you might not have ever even mentioned it, and things just show up, and that is the thing. That is how things work. So Earth was a great place to go against the grain. Everything on Earth, for the most part, is contrary to creation. Because we didn't remember how creation worked, that by following your excitement you could organize yourself in such a way that all the exciting things would just be put there for you, by you. And so Earth was a great place of learning. And it was really to learn the creative process of manifestation, where you could actually have a waiting period before you had your manifestation. And the Earth, the dimensionality on Earth is highly, highly, highly strung out, so to speak, where it takes time for things to manifest. Now, that's not so much the case now. It is less and less and less and less time. By following your excitement, you can have more and more and more things. And energetically cleaning house helps too. You can get rid of that old coat that might be from someone who was a toxic person that was trying to buy your time and get into your life and give you trinkets like that coat or a necklace or whatever it happens to be. It could be clothing, could be other physical objects, could be your TV, could be any number of things. Things that remind you of other types of situations, places, people, and things that are not energetically in alignment with where you want to be. So, thank you very much for joining me. That feels what I need to share. Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation, coaching life, spiritual, and business. Always cool stuff going on down below, in the description, okay? And like, share, comment, and subscribe.